afternoon. Before I share today's message, I want to start with someone very dear to me, my husband. Losing him was the hardest chapter of my life. Yet, even in that loss, I found myself holding on to the way that he lived. He lived with kindness, with love, with courage. He wasn't perfect, but his presence left an imprint that still guides me today. His life taught me that meaning isn't found in the number of years we get, but in how deeply we live them. And it was in that space of grief and reflection that I read a book which put words to so much of what I was feeling. When Breath Becomes Air by Paul Kalanithi. Paul was a brilliant neurosurgeon whose own life was cut short by cancer. He wrote not just about dying, but about living with clarity, love, and purpose when time feels fragile. His journey, alongside my own, reminded me that even in the face of loss, we can choose how we live and what legacy we leave. From his story and from mine, I want to share 7 lessons about living fully in fragile times. Lesson number 1: depth matters more than length. Paul's years were few, but they were rich. He reminds us that a meaningful life isn't measured in days, but in the depth of how we live them. I saw this in my husband too. It wasn't the length of his life that shaped me most, but the depth of his love and the way he lived each day with intention. My husband knew that his time was limited because of his medical history, and he always said, "Live in the moment and make every moment count. Build the memories." Lesson number 2: our identity is more than our roles. Paul shifted from doctor to patient, a painful transition, yet it revealed something important. Our jobs may change, but our values, kindness, and humanity remain. My husband wore many roles in his life: partner, friend, leader, but it was his character, his steady kindness, that stays with me most. Lesson number 3: mortality sharpens focus. Instead of seeing death as only an end, Paul treated it as a teacher. It stripped away distractions and showed him what truly mattered. Loss has a way of doing that, making us pause, realign, and ask, what do I want my life to stand for? Remember, tomorrow is not just another day. Lesson number 4: love outlasts everything. In his final pages, Paul's love for his wife and newborn daughter shines. Achievements fade, but love continues in the hearts of those we leave behind. I see this every day. The love my husband gave still lives in me and in the people whose lives he touched. Love is the one thing time cannot take away. Lesson number 5: purpose is found in service. Paul chose medicine not for prestige, but to walk with people in their most vulnerable moments. True purpose often comes from easing the weight others carry. My husband also had this heart. He served quietly, often without recognition, but the difference he made still ripples outwards. He started a support group for unemployed people, as he has been retrenched 3 times in his lifetime. That support group is now running for 23 years, and I'm still part of it, running the Centurion branch. Lesson number 6: vulnerability is strength. By sharing his fear and fragility, Paul showed us that vulnerability isn't weakness, it's courage. My husband modeled this too. In his hardest moments, He allowed others in, and that openness drew us closer, not further apart. Vulnerability connects us in ways that strength alone could never do. Lesson number 7. Legacy is built today. Even with little time left, Paul wrote with urgency to leave something meaningful behind. He reminds us that legacy isn't something we chase at the end. It is something we create daily through love, words, and actions. My husband never set out to build a legacy, but in the way he lived, loved, and cared, he left one. His legacy lives in me and in many others, even now. So here's the question Paul leaves with us, and the question my husband's life still asks me. How do you want to live now, while you still can? Life is fragile, yes, but within that fragility lies the opportunity to choose purpose, to choose love, and to build a legacy that will outlast us all. Thank you.